What is up, everyone? It is Sacred Saiyan here, welcoming you to the final episode of the series, What If Goku Was in Star Wars? If you end up liking today's video, then please consider subscribing. It is free, and you can always unsubscribe later. There's a link in the description of the video to join my Discord server, and also to become a channel member if you want to support the channel. And if you want to see more Star Wars What Ifs, then there is a link to my Star Wars channel in the description of the video. And with all of that out of the way, let's get into the final episode of What If Goku Was in Star Wars? Kakarot and Ahsoka are on Mandalore in order to capture Maul and free Mandalore. However, when Kakarot and Ahsoka are about to enter the sewers in pursuit of one of Maul's men, Kakarot senses a dark and powerful presence nearby, but it isn't Maul. Kakarot tells Ahsoka to go in without him. He fears there is a far greater threat than Maul on Mandalore, and Ahsoka nods, running into the sewers as Kakarot jumps up and he begins to look around. Kakarot then sees a man in a black cloak running away, and Kakarot begins to chase the figure. However, once he turns the corner, the man is gone. We now head to moments before Kakarot and Ahsoka are about to head to the Mandalore Palace to take on Maul. Kakarot senses that presence from earlier once again, however it is more clear this time. Kakarot tells Ahsoka they trust Ahsoka to deal with Maul, avenge his race for him. Kakarot then runs off, and Ahsoka then runs to the palace, and we head back to Goku, who's running in the direction where he senses a dark presence, and he sees the figure. However, this time, they don't run. Kakarot activates his lightsaber, telling the figure to remove his hood, and they do so, then activating a double-sided red lightsaber. Kakarot would ask the man who they are, and he introduces himself as Prince Vegeta, the Prince of all Saiyans. Kakarot looks shocked, realizing he wasn't the only one to survive. However, before Kakarot can say another word, Vegeta rushes towards Kakarot and slashes at the Jedi, Kakarot quickly blocking the attack, and their duel commences. The two seem almost evenly matched, Vegeta having a slight edge. Palpatine only trained Vegeta enough to surpass Kakarot, however, never surpass himself, as he still wants to dispose of him when Anakin is ready. While the two are locked in an intense lightsaber duel, Kakarot will begin to question Vegeta, asking how he is alive, and why he is here. Vegeta explains how Maul killed his father in front of him, and brought him to his new master, where he has trained until now, and his master wanted him to deal with Kakarot, as he could interfere with their grand plan. Kakarot laughs, asking if Vegeta is sure that he is actually a part of that grand plan. However, Vegeta is certain that his master would never betray him. Kakarot tells Vegeta to wake up. His master was the one who ordered the entire race to be executed, and Vegeta served him like a loyal pet monkey. Vegeta then shouts that he doesn't care about their race, and if they didn't survive, then they are weak, even his father. Goku gets enraged, using his anger to begin to overpower Vegeta, as he shouts that their race wasn't weak, his family wasn't weak. His parents sacrifice themselves so that he can live, and he won't let their death be in vain. Vegeta is being overwhelmed, as Kakarot's anger is making him stronger. Kakarot does a quick succession of strikes, which allows Kakarot to cut Vegeta's lightsaber in half, breaking it, and Kakarot then uses the wave of Force Judgment on Vegeta, which makes Vegeta screech in pain on the ground. Kakarot calms down, then deactivating his lightsaber, and Kakarot tells Vegeta to leave, and if he ever sees Vegeta again, he won't spare him again. Vegeta is furious, but he knows he was beat, so reluctantly, he walks over to his ship, and just before he gets inside, he tells Kakarot that Palpatine is his master. Vegeta then takes off, and Kakarot is extremely panicked as he uses force speed to run to his ship, and he instantly takes off to Coruscant. Ahsoka just finished defeating Maul, and she watches as Kakarot's ship enters the atmosphere. Kakarot arrives on Coruscant, and he runs to the Jedi Temple, but Kakarot is confused as he sees Obi-Wan and Master Yoda cutting down clone troopers. Kakarot jumps out, asking the two masters what happened, and the two explain to Kakarot that the clones have betrayed the Jedi, and Kakarot damns the world as he was too late. Obi-Wan and Yoda look confused, but Kakarot explains he discovered Palpatine was a Sith Lord, and he must have done something with the clones in order to make them turn on the Jedi. And Palpatine's involvement is only confirmed after they see the hologram recording of Anakin becoming Palpatine's apprentice. Both Kakarot and Obi-Wan are distraught, and as the three devise a plan on who should battle who, Obi-Wan says that he can't fight Anakin, but Kakarot steps up, wiping tears from his eyes and saying he can take on Anakin, while Yoda and Obi-Wan take on Palpatine. Yoda and Obi-Wan agree to this, so Kakarot heads to Padme's apartment, while Obi-Wan and Yoda head to Palpatine's office. Kakarot has the same conversation with Padme that Obi-Wan does in canon, and like Obi-Wan, Kakarot sneaks onto Padme's ship in order to be brought to Anakin. Anakin and Padme have the same conversation as normal. However, this time, instead of Anakin seeing Obi-Wan step out of the ship, he sees Kakarot. Anakin is enraged, believing Kakarot turned Padme against him, and Anakin begins to force choke Padme. However, Kakarot quickly hits Anakin with a weak wave of force judgment in order for Anakin to let her go. Padme holds her throat, however this time doesn't faint, and Kakarot tells Padme to get on the ship and stay there. Padme telling Kakarot to please not kill Anakin, but Kakarot says that isn't his intention. Anakin activates his lightsaber, shouting that the Jedi turned against him, but he didn't think Kakarot would as well. Kakarot also activates his lightsaber, and he says that the Jedi didn't turn against Anakin, and neither did he. He is here to help Anakin, and bring him back to the light. Anakin looks away, a tear rolling down his face, as he thinks of the younglings he slaughtered, and he tells his friend that it is too late for him. Kakarot says that isn't true, it is never too late, but Anakin has already made up his mind, and he rushes towards Kakarot, and the intense duel commences. Kakarot was always stronger than Anakin, due to him having a stronger master. However, Anakin's dark side boost does help to close that gap, so right now, their fight is incredibly even. This also being because Kakarot doesn't want to kill Anakin, he just wants to know why Anakin turned to the dark side. Anakin told Kakarot about his relationship with Padme some time ago, and Kakarot assumed it has something to do with Padme, and he shouts for Anakin to tell him what it is. Anakin shouts through tears that Padme is going to die, and then Kakarot jumps back, and there's a short break in the battle. Kakarot looks worried, asking Anakin what he means. Anakin tells Kakarot that he had a vision of Padme dying during childbirth, like how he had a vision of his mother dying, and like how Kakarot told him his father had a vision of Maul attacking his race. Kakarot, realizing Anakin is beginning to calm down, tries to sway Anakin back to the light, and he asks Anakin if he is certain that him turning to the dark side isn't what causes Padme's death. Anakin looks to the lava river near them, the lava burning like Anakin's passion, and Anakin begins to think about it. Was he deceived? Did Palpatine lie to him? Kakarot shouts that Palpatine is evil, and the Sith are known for their deceit. Hell, Palpatine has been lying to Anakin's face this entire time, and who does Anakin think ordered the assassination attempts on Padme? Anakin then looks up to Kakarot, realizing that he is right, but Anakin doesn't know what he is supposed to do anymore. Kakarot tells Anakin that he knows what he has to do. It's about time he fulfills his destiny. Anakin's eyes widen, and then Anakin tells Kakarot to keep Padme safe, as he then sprints to his ship, then heading off to Coruscant. Kakarot walks back inside Padme's ship, and Padme asks where Anakin is, and if he is okay. Kakarot says Anakin is fine, and he is heading to Coruscant right now. Padme then begins to pilot the ship to Coruscant as well, and we head to Anakin, who just arrived outside of the Senate building. Anakin enters the building, and he sees as Palpatine is fighting against Yoda, and he sees Obi-Wan in pain on the ground. Anakin is furious, then jumping from Senate pod to Senate pod, and since Palpatine is too transfixed on Yoda, he doesn't even realise Anakin is there. Anakin then jumps behind Palpatine, and before he even gets a chance to react, Anakin slices Palpatine in half, and kills the Sith Lord. Yoda then looking at Anakin, with mixed emotions. He is disappointed in Anakin for falling for the temptations of the dark side, but he is also thankful that Anakin turned back to the light and killed Palpatine. Anakin then runs off to the Coruscant Medical Center, where Anakin is there and Padme survives through childbirth. Yoda, Obi-Wan, Kakarot, and Anakin slowly rebuild the Jedi Order, with Luke and Leia being the star pupils for the new Jedi Order. Until one day, a villain who was spared comes back to haunt the new Jedi Order. But that is where we're going to end off this short series. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, then make sure to like, comment, and please do subscribe. It is quick and easy to do. Also, I want to give a huge thank you to Mystic Angel, Crimson Dragon 5401, Neo Whitcomb, Destroy God Broly, and Yeti Myth for becoming channel members. If you want to be shouted out at the end of a video and give a perks like the channel members here, then there is a link in the description down below to become a channel member. It greatly supports me and it helps me immensely. With all of that out of the way, make sure to comment down below any series ideas, and I hope to see you all in the next video.